Yesterday we already discussed about capital budgeting techniques, and as the part of capital budgeting techniques, yesterday we already discussed average rate of return method. It is otherwise known as return on investment method. So today we are going to discuss about the second part of non-discounted cash inflow method, that is payback period method. First of all, we have to know what is payback. That is payback period. The payback period means the period required by a project or an investment to get back the initial investment from that project. That means in how many years we can return that what we invested in a particular project, that is known as payback period. So with the minimum payback period project we will accept for investment. That is the peculiarities of payback period. So before we going to study in detail about payback period method, it is divided into two categories of projects. That means the project give uniform cash inflow in return, and the other method, the uneven cash inflow, that is the project gives irregular amount of return in different years. So when cash inflow are even, the payback period in years we can calculate it by the equation C by R, where C is the original capital investment and R is the net returns per annum. That R is constant for number of years. So let's move to the example. So here I put an example in the board. A project requires rupees 20,000 as initial investment, and it will generate annual cash inflow of rupees 5,000 for 10 years. That means in 10 years this project will give uniform cash return, that is amount 5,000 regularly for upcoming 10 years. So where here payback period in years we can calculate it by initial investment divided by return on investment, that is yearly return. It is constant. That R is 5,000 and C is the initial capital investment. Here it is 20,000. So it's simply divided by 20,000 divided by 5,000. We will get 4 years. If we invested in these projects, we can get back the initial investment rupees 20,000 within 4 years. That is very simple. It may ask for 2 mark questions for BTech exam. So it is the simple method of calculating payback period when cash inflows are regular or continuously getting equal installments at each year. So the next we are moving to the payback period calculation while cash inflows are uneven or not constant. Let's move to the next part. Next we are going to find out the payback period when cash inflows are uneven. So for at such circumstances, the equation of finding payback period is P is equal to E plus B by C, where B is the balance to be recovered and C is the cash inflow during the year of recovery. So let's move into an example. Then we can explain it detail. So here a question. Here the company has 2 investment proposal, that is for a machinery. There is model A and model B is available in the market, and their expected cash inflows are also we find out and we put it on the table here, where capital cost of these 2 model A and model B is same, that is rupees 90,000 required to get this model A or model B, and their estimated life is also same, that is 4 years. So in these circumstances, we have to find out which model will give more profit to the company. So let's move into the calculation part. First of all, I am doing model A part, that is I am trying to find out the payback period of model A. So the cash inflow, I rewrite it in the cost table, cost column, and then I have to find out the cumulative cost in each year. So in the first year, the cumulative cost is 20,000 itself, and in the next year it will add, so it will come to 30,000 plus 20,000, that is 50,000, and then the third it will become 50,000 plus 50,000, it will become 1 lakh, then in the last year it will become 1,50,000. So from here, by seeing this cumulative cost column, we can find out the cash outflow, the initial capital investment 90,000 we will get back here. I strongly believe that you understand what I meant. That is, the initial cash outflow is 90,000. That is the price or the cost of model, both model A and model B is 90,000. It will return back in the year of 3. In the third year, we get what? The initial investment 90,000 from the machinery to the organization. So this column is known as year of payback. That is, third year is known as payback. In the third year, in return we will get 1 lakh rupees. So our initial investment is 90,000. So we have to find out at exact in what years and in exact what month we get the 90,000 in back. For that, we are using this equation P is equal to E plus B by C. So where E is the year immediately preceding the payback year. E is equal to, this is the payback year, third year. So where E is the year immediately preceding the payback year, that is 2. That's why E is equal to 2. Then B is the balance to be recovered. Our example here, in the second year the cumulative cash cost is 50,000. So the balance 40,000 needed to recover the initial investment 90,000. So balance to be recovered is 40,000. Okay, so here B is equal to 40,000. C is the cash inflow of the payback year, that is 50,000. Thus C is equal to 50,000. So I am repeating once more. In the uneven cash inflow method, payback period is calculated by the equation P is equal to E plus B by C, where E is the year immediately preceding the payback year, that is year 2. And B is the balance to be recovered. In the second year, we have already recovered rupees 50,000. So additional 40,000 we needed to recover to get back initial investment of rupees 90,000. So B is equal to 40,000. And C is the cash inflow in the year of payback, that is third year. Third year cash inflow is rupees 50,000. So C is equal to 50,000. So payback period we can calculate it by 2 plus 40,000 by 50,000, it will get 2.8 years. In the same way, if we find out the payback period of model B, we will get the model B's payback year is 2.4 years. So if we invest in model A, the firstly invested amount, that is the initial investment, we will get back within 2.8 years. And if we invest in model B, we will get the initial investment of rupees 90,000 rupees within 2.4 years. So the model B will be selected as per the payback period method. So I am believing that you understood very efficiently. So if you have any queries, you can ask me directly. Thank you.